Alright, you beautiful peoples of the internet. It's me, Glyn, and this is Cheapskate Gaming News Tech Reviews. And on today's video, we're going to go over lag times with video card splitters. So I've recently done a few videos on different splitters, the EXTRACTOR and the HDMI. And one of my viewers basically sent me a message. I think Frank, I think it was his name, and he was basically concerned that there was an input lag on the splitters, or there could be an input lag. So that got me thinking. Well, I didn't notice any input lag when I was using the splitters. Both of the splitters, I never notice any input lag when using them. And I do play games like Apex Legends, which is quite what they call a twitch shooter, very fast paced game. So I would notice if there was a considerable lag input. So anyway, so I thought I'd do this little video where basically what I'm doing, I've got 4 different cameras set up, and well, it's one camera, but I've filmed it 4 times of me hitting the button, and then the input is then displayed on the screen behind the controller. And I've used Destiny 2 simply because I can use the 4K 60 mode and the 4K 120 mode. Now, I will tell you something I did notice. I couldn't get the... Sorry, I say 4K 120, I mean the 1080p 120 mode. Now, there is something I did notice, that I could not get the 120 frames a second mode working with the EXTRACTOR splitter. I didn't try for long enough with the HDMI splitter. I thought if it doesn't work with the EXTRACTOR, I'm probably not going to get it working with the HDMI. And I may have mentioned before that I thought I did have the 120 working with the HDMI, so I'll have to go back and look at that another time. I may end up just connecting those up to the PC to give a proper in-depth look at that. But for the video you're going to see, it's connected to the PS5. I've got one of the outputs going into the capture card and one output to the television. I did try messing about, but essentially both capture cards are capturing 60 FPS footage. So 60 FPS footage adds, I believe it's 16.6 milliseconds. And the 120 frame mode, I've got it all, you'll see later, it's all captioned up. The 120 frames a second mode is only 6.6 milliseconds, so that will have less lag than the other 3 images. But I was quite surprised because I couldn't really notice much difference between the splitter plugged in and the splitter not being plugged in. So essentially I've got on the top, which will be this side, will be up here where my logo is, will be the 60 FPS mode directly plugged in, PlayStation directly going to the television. Then over this side will be the 120 mode directly plugged into the television. Now down here, I believe that's the HDMI plugged in. So it's basically going through the splitter, the HDMI splitter. And then over, where are we? It's hard to work this out. There. Over this side, where my fingers are, will be the EXTRACTOR video. And I may just do a little recap at the end where I believe I nearly nail all of them at the same time. I've had to go into a video editor. I'm not great at video editing, but I've done as best a job as I can to get the time of me pushing the button down and the movement going. So bear with me on that. I'm no technical wizard with video editors at all. I'm just using the free open source shortcut. I just find that works for me. I know where most of the stuff is on there, and plus it's free. I'm not going to be paying a monthly subscription for video editing software when it'd be alright if they gave you a 3 months trial or whatever it is. You know, no questions asked, no sign up here type thing. I would try them out. Anyway, this isn't about video editors. This is about lag times in splitters. So I'm going to shut up now. I may do a voiceover of the actual tests, and then at the end I think what I'll do is I'll split one of the tests where I think I actually get the button very, very close between all of them, and just slow that down to basically where 1 second becomes 10 milliseconds, something like that. So it'll be very, very slow motion. And I did film this at 240 hertz or 240 frames a second at 720p on each of the camcorders. I've got a little old Sony camcorder that lets me do that, so it should be fairly smooth even though I've slowed it down when I'm pressing the button. Okay, so I'm going to shut up now and we'll get into the goods. So there we go. See you in a bit. Okay, so what we first of all got here is we've got, this is 10 times less speed, so 1/10 of the speed off the actual recording at. So you can see I've tried to line it all up, and we've got the buttons being pressed. I've left the noise of the buttons being pressed in because you can hear them, but they're not quite aligned. But essentially I can't really see much difference between pressing the button, see any lag in the response here. But I'm going to go now to, I'll let the rest of these play out, but I'm going to want to jump to the last one. And on the last one I will, I basically slow it down so it's 1/100th the speed. Right, so the next one that's going to be coming up will be the one that's basically 100 times slower than it should be speed. Now I'm not, like I said, because it's so slow, the accuracy is going to be a little bit out, and I believe I think it's the no splitter first, but it's going to be very hard to actually see when the things start moving here because it's so slow. But essentially they're all within a frame or 2 frames off each other, so essentially I don't think there is any lag, or there's no noticeable lag that you will notice when using a splitter. And I think that's just basically what I felt anyway, but I've kind of proved it to myself, and hopefully I proved it to you guys out there that adding one of these HDMI splitters or one of these EasyCo splitters isn't going to result in you not getting kills. And so I hope that helps, and if this video has helped you, leave us a like. I say it wasn't an easy video to come up with. I haven't really got the tools and the equipment for measuring lag. You can buy specialist equipment for doing that, but you know, I'm not in a financial position to be doing that. As you can see, I'm cheapskate gaming, and that's for a reason. I don't really have the financial the wealth of money to just continuously buy stuff just to make YouTube videos which aren't monetized. I'll just do the best job with the stuff I've got. Anyway, thank you for your view, and I hope you found this helpful and useful. I'll see myself out, and goodbye.